Afternoon folks, it's just approaching 26, a really late start this week for myself and Mark. Just been one of those days, been manic, but fortunately managed to get everything done today, and some time left to do another short session. Absolutely sweltering day, more muggy than anything. It's like a sauna under this brolly, but pleased to say that there's very little pressure on the lake today, and there's not many carp cruising around on the surface compared to last week, where we saw numerous backs out the water. Quite moody last week, the fishing was. They were still in that funny mode, like they are just after they spawned. But that one bite I had last week absolutely made the session with that cracking mirror. So I was absolutely chuffed to bits, and Mark managed to winkle out a small common, which has kept the non-blank campaign to continue. Like, absolutely fantastic achievement. But back in the same swims again, and not really doing anything different from what we've been doing all the weeks we've been fishing on here. One change I've made, and that is to the spot where I'm fishing in the corner. Been using the snowman presentation with a little PVA bag and a light pepper in, but I've just decided to use a different presentation this week, and that's the old hinge stiff rig, one that I used to use quite a lot over the years, fishing on various other venues. But the snowman presentation works wonders on here. But I just thought that spot down there really hasn't produced. I think I've had 2 fish off it, and I really think I should have done a little bit better off it. So my thinking was maybe a different presentation may just winkle out another fish, and hopefully a slightly better one. And on that rod I've gone with a different bait as well. Certainly mentioned this one over the blogs I did about 2 or 3 years ago, and that's the old fizz, a yellow one. Can't go wrong with a yellow one when it comes to chod rigs and hinge stiffs. Not so blatant, slightly washed out colour. So I've gone with one of those. That's around about a 15 or 16 mil pop up. Fished on a hinge stiff rig, really small choddy, and that's fished over white bottom baits. You know, so it's really going to stand out. So let's see if that does the business and winkles me one out this week. As I say, it's absolutely sweltering, the conditions are, but it's quite overcast. We may even get a bit of rain during the session, which will be a thumbs up for myself and Mark, because we do like a bit of rain when we're fishing, certainly when the conditions are as warm as they are. So yep. The kettles are spoiled, so I'm going to make the first brew of the session, and hopefully we're going to have something to show you during the duration. So catch up in a bit, folks. Well, we haven't done a temperature reading for a few weeks. On such a muggy day, we've decided to do one just to see what the air temperature is and the water temperature. I can't remember off the top of my head what the last reading was, but it was a good 16 or 17, wasn't it, Mark?
Yeah.
And Mark reckoned it's going to be 20 plus today. Well, I did a cast earlier, and I wasn't happy with it, and I retrieved the rod, and the lead was absolutely, well, it wasn't glowing, but it was red hot. So
It's certainly too warm by the look of it. It's not going down much below 21. It's just above 21, I should say. So as you can clearly see, it's more than warm enough. So
you could have a bath in there.
And that's probably why they're all just basking on the surface.
What we got then? The final scores on the doors. Bit of a glare on the screen there. Let's have a look. There we go. Is that 21.6?
Yeah.
That's warm.
Hopefully not too warm for a couple of bites a little bit later as it cools down.
Okay, we're just approaching 25 past 7. If you can hear that, just about, yeah, it started to rain. So that's a big thumbs up from myself and Mark. I'm having an absolute nightmare this evening. There's a load of diving ducks on here. God, they wiped out the margin spot within minutes of it going out. So I've managed to get that sorted, and I've just respotted the middle rod, and within minutes they've picked the rig up. So I managed to get some bait in. I've left it a couple of minutes, reeled the rod back in after they picked the rig up, a little bag on it, and stuck it back out there. But as yet we're blanking miserably. A member left about an hour ago. He'd been here since around about 11 o'clock. And I think he said he's managed to bag 4 from the other end of the lake where he was fishing a couple of weeks ago. Nothing of any size, but he's caught, which is the main thing. So, yep, Mark's just retrieving his jacket. I don't know how he's feeling cold because I'm absolutely sweating. But we're feeling a lot more confident now with this overcast, really dark conditions, really moody, and fingers crossed this little bit of rain is going to play in our hands. The gas had just gone on the old cooker, so I've only managed 1 brew this evening, gutted about that. My own fault. Got 3 tins of full gas in the garage, and there's always something in there. I forgot to swap it over. So it's going to be a couple of glasses of water I think before I leave this evening, just to keep me lubricated. But a nice carp would get the old juices flowing.
Well folks, after being teased all night, at last we've got, well, Matt's got one.
Not the biggest fish in the pond, but I wouldn't know how many times this one's swam over the spot this evening, Mark.
Oh, they've really been teasing us tonight. I've just been saying, I can't believe we haven't had a bite. The conditions,
well,
sock on.
If it was going to happen, it would happen now, and fortunately it has. This one just shot out the blue, didn't it, Mark?
It certainly did.
Just watching the water, and a bit like last week, but the one last week was
About 5 or 6 pound bigger.
It was a bit bigger. As you can probably see, there's a nasty gash on that,
yeah,
on the flank of this little common. I must add that's down to spawning. And I have treated it like I do with all our captures. There's a slight little mark on the other side of it, but that's a quite deep cut. I mean, that one's been having a good old thrash up some trees or...
Female.
Yeah, sorry.
It's certainly a male, that one. Because it's got the old...
This fish has been knocking itself about, but when they're in the love-making mode, there's only one thing on their minds, and that's making babies.
That's it.
As you can see, it's quite lively, and it's quite rough as well. But hopefully this isn't the last one this evening. Mark's going to nail one and be a little bit bigger. But I'm chuffed. The rain's abated. We thought, I said to you early on camera, it just started to rain, and I thought it looked really, over the back of where we're fishing, it looked black as anything, and I thought the heavens were going to open, but it didn't last for long, did it, Mark? About 5-10 minutes?
Yeah, that was all.
It's just a slight shower, but...
And this one come about 15 minutes after?
So we've got one, folks, and, you know, let's hope we can get one more before we leave.
Yeah, it's certainly hard conditions tonight. Well done, mate.
Thanks ever so much. Cheers. Right folks, we're not going to get this one hoisted up for you because is it really rough, Mark?
Yeah, it's like sandpaper.
But you can clearly see
beautiful scales.
A lovely mirror, really lively. And you saved the blank, mate. Just have a...
Unbelievable.
Oh, look at them.
30 seconds later.
Apple slice scales.
And I would have been blanking, but it's not the biggest fish, but probably a 12-pound mirror. So I would have took a 2-pound mirror 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So
fantastic. Right then, we've got to get our skates on and leave her home, but our tails can be held high, mate, on such a gruelling session.
That's it. We've seen loads rolling at the other end, but they're all around the island, and we're presuming they're either cleaning themselves off,
yeah,
or still having a bit of a spawn.
Well, so, you've saved the blank. Congratulations.
Great.